Would you condemn President Trump's comments over the weekend praising
Andrew,
Putin?
One, I think the president is now correct in denouncing Putin and the invasion. Secondly, there's no question that that Putin is the problem here. This is the enemy we have to focus on. And look, I guess I knew this gotcha question was coming, but right now the focus needs to be
Congressman,
on
it's not a gotcha question. The truth is that
Joe.
The truth is
Andrew,
the truth is that we talk to you a lot, and you come on the air and you criticize. Hold on, and you criticize lots of other politicians, typically on the other side of the aisle. And here we are in a situation where President Trump has praised Putin now repeatedly, and so it seems like a fair question to ask you whether you agree with that or not.
So I disagree with any praise for Putin. I agree with President Trump's denunciation of Putin here, and I agree with other Republicans that this is an aggression that can't stand, that the West has to be united to defeat it, and we are not out of this yet by any means.
Congressman, in terms of energy policy, do you attribute Putin's leverage with the West and leverage, especially with Germany, Italy, to miscues there? And we're still importing oil from Russia in the United States. I could certainly see ascribing some blame there to emboldening. In terms of Putin.
So I don't think there's any question there. Obviously, when you sort of self-sabotage your own American production, take a number of different steps, as we now know, to actually lower and disincentivize production, transmission, refining in the U.S. Certainly, not only have you sent the signal that you're vulnerable in energy, but we gave up, I think, one of our greatest strengths, in my view, which is the ability to be that reliable energy partner with Europe and anyone else that wants to wean themselves off of Russian oil. So I don't think there's any question those were huge miscues. And can be reversed, by the way, if the president sort of rejects the Green New Deal sort of approach and focuses on how strong can we be in energy as a country, and how can we use that as a diplomatic power in this struggle.
Congressman, on the same topic of energy, I think clearly there's a policy issue in Europe, and they have tried to move away, as you know, from fossil fuels. And you could argue that there are policy choices, or at least efforts, in the United States. I don't think those efforts have been realized. One of the things that's fascinating here in the U.S. and in Europe, though, is that there are free market forces at play, which is to say that ESG and the like have created an environment where investors are moving their money away from these things. What do you do about those free market forces, given your views about free markets?
Yeah, to me, it is frustrating. Coming from Texas, as you know, we've watched traditional energy get squeezed financially by private equity and some other groups here, and by the government as well. There's no question it's having an impact on the ability to finance a more independent America and a balanced portfolio. It's been frustrating to watch Russia now become our second largest importer to the United States. And so I don't know what the solution is on private companies squeezing, but I know it's having an impact.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.